Hola, bienvenido a Tenochtitlan. Tenochtitlan means among the prickly pears, referring to among the rocks. Tenochtitlan is the ancient capital of the Aztec Empire, but it presently sits in Mexico City. Tenochtitlan took a little bit under 200 years to build. It is a very symmetrical structure. Tenochtitlan was originally built on Lake Texcoco as the capital of the Aztec Empire, but in 1521 the city was devastated by a Spanish conquistador and many of the city's remnants are now underneath of Mexico City. There is a sacred legend surrounding Tenochtitlan. The legend says that the god of war ordered the Aztec tribe to set up camp in Tenochtitlan. The Aztecs listened and founded the city. The inhabitants were all very wealthy, and the people living in Tenochtitlan were split into groups called Calpulli that they lived in small neighborhoods with. In the city, there was a strict class system. Nobles were at the top, and serfs were at the bottom. The city was split into 4 organized major sectors. Hundreds of thousands of people lived there and were split into these 4 sectors. The center of the city had a sacred section that was guarded by a very tall wall. Inside the wall was 70 buildings covered in images depicting serpents. The greatest structure within Tenochtitlan, and the most famous structure, is the Temple Mayor. The Temple Mayor is 90 feet tall and dedicated to 2 important gods. Human sacrifices often took place at the Temple Mayor. Human sacrifices played a large role in the Aztec religion. Supposedly, there was also 2 towers surrounding the Templo Mayor made completely out of human skulls. And there was even evidence from a Spanish conquistador that cannibalism took place in the Templo Mayor. The Templo Mayor was a site for many religious rituals in the Aztec population. Spanish conquistador Cortes destroyed the entire city for gold. He went about this by cutting off their food supply, and the rest of the city broke out into uncontrollable smallpox. Once the Spanish moved into the city of Tenochtitlan, they brutally murdered the rest of the inhabitants. Today, what is remaining of Tenochtitlan is at the center of the Mexico capital. The ruins of the city include some boats and floating gardens. Tenochtitlan is such an important city to remember because it was a city of great wealth and had very plausible temples. Although the majority of Tenochtitlan was destroyed, archaeologists have been able to find skeletons and even complex calendars on the site, suggesting that the Aztec Empire was very well advanced. Tenochtitlan is an astounding example of the organized lifestyle that the Aztecs led. I hope you enjoyed seeing the fabulous Tenochtitlan. Adios!